The Stanford Prison Experiment, conducted in 1971 by psychologist Philip Zimbardo, was a landmark psychological study that aimed to examine the dynamics between prison guards and inmates. The experiment took place in the basement of Stanford University and had a profound impact on our understanding of human behavior in simulated prison environments. Zimbardo's motivation behind the experiment was to investigate the psychological effects of perceived power and social roles within a prison setting. He wanted to explore whether the abusive behavior observed in prisons could be attributed to inherent personality traits of the individuals involved or if the prison environment itself played a significant role in shaping behavior. To conduct the experiment, Zimbardo and his team converted the basement of Stanford's psychology department into a simulated prison. They recruited a total of 24 male participants who were screened for psychological stability. These participants were randomly assigned roles as either prisoners or guards, and they were given specific instructions on how to behave in their respective roles. The prisoners were subjected to various procedures to de-individuate and depersonalize them, such as being assigned numbers instead of their names, wearing ill-fitting smocks, and having nylon stockings placed over their heads to simulate shaved heads. The guards, on the other hand, were given uniforms, wooden batons, and mirrored sunglasses to establish an authoritarian presence. Initially, the participants seemed to adapt to their roles without major incidents. However, as the experiment progressed, the guards began to display abusive and authoritarian behavior towards the prisoners. They used psychological tactics to assert control, such as implementing arbitrary rules, conducting frequent counts, and subjecting the prisoners to verbal harassment. The prisoners, in turn, experienced significant psychological distress, with some developing signs of emotional breakdowns and depression. The situation escalated further as the guards intensified their mistreatment, leading to the prisoners rebelling against the guards' authority. The guards responded with increasing aggression, using physical punishment and humiliation tactics to regain control. Zimbardo, acting as the warden, and initially intending to be an impartial observer, became engrossed in his role and failed to intervene as the situation spiraled out of control. After only 6 days, the experiment was abruptly terminated when Zimbardo's girlfriend, Christina Maslick, a graduate student in psychology, witnessed the distressing conditions in the mock prison. She confronted Zimbardo about the ethical implications of the experiment, leading him to recognize the need to end it immediately. The Stanford Prison Experiment has been widely criticized for its ethical shortcomings. The participants were subjected to severe psychological distress, and their well-being was not prioritized during the study. The experiment also raised questions about the lack of informed consent and the potential for long-term harm inflicted on the participants. Despite these ethical concerns, the Stanford Prison Experiment provided valuable insights into the power of social roles and situational factors in influencing human behavior. It demonstrated that ordinary individuals, when placed in positions of power or subjected to oppressive circumstances, can engage in extreme and abusive behavior. The study highlighted the importance of considering systemic factors when analyzing destructive behaviors, rather than attributing them solely to individual characteristics. The findings of the Stanford Prison Experiment had significant implications for the understanding of prisons and the correctional system. It emphasized the need for measures to prevent the dehumanization of inmates and to address the potential for abuse by those in positions of authority. The study continues to be discussed and debated in the fields of psychology, ethics, and sociology, and it serves as a cautionary tale about the potential for abuse and manipulation in institutional settings.